My friends, hello. This is Jacob with Spartan 1. One of the greatest military campaigns in the history of the world was the Gallic campaign by Julius Caesar. So when Caesar started off in Rome, he began as what was called the first triumvirate. It was a mix of Caesar, Pompey Magnus, and Crassus, and they essentially had a vice grip on Rome and the power split between them and the Senate. Now, Crassus and Pompey Magnus decided that they wanted a little bit more power for themselves, and they saw how popular Caesar was becoming. So they worked on a plan to get Caesar basically out of their hair. So what they did was they sent Caesar to Gaul, which is now France, to do essentially an unwinnable campaign. Because the fact about Gaul is that the tribes that lived there were really, really nasty, and actually put together, they had the same might as the Roman army. So when Caesar went over there, they were expecting him to fail, get bogged down in a miserable campaign, and basically be out of their hair for years to come. Now, what Caesar did that was unprecedented is Caesar kicked the living dog shit out of the Gauls. He went in there hard with his legions. He persevered through the forest, through all of the terrain that was really unfamiliar to the Romans, and he dominated the Gauls. Because their army was fractured into tribes, he was able to split them and basically conquer them one by one. Now, as Caesar conquered these Gallic tribes, what happened is that a gentleman named Vercingetorix, who was a warlord, started to unite these tribes. And as they started to get united, they put up a real threat. So Caesar decided to force Vercingetorix's hand at the Battle of Alesia. And at the Battle of Alesia, not only did Caesar come out the victor, but Caesar actually built a wall around his enemy to encompass them in the center of the city. So he built a wall to encompass them. They were attacking the inside of the wall. He literally boxed them in with a siege. And Vercingetorix's other armies started to attack from the flanks. So Caesar decided to build a second wall around the city and essentially encapsulated himself into a circle formation with two walls on each side. So Caesar was being attacked from inside the city on the wall that he had built a siege around, and he was being attacked from the outside as well on the defenses that he had around the siege. It's one of the craziest military victories of all time. But Caesar's superior troops were able to win on both fronts, break all of the Gallic legions, resulting with Vercingetorix eventually giving up his sword to Caesar. Now, what's crazy about this battle is that this battle decided Caesar's fate, because he became so legendary from this victory that when he came back to Rome, not only was he extremely rich, he was now a legend of Roman military might, which ultimately catapulted him and his fame to being able to win the Roman Civil War and become the ultimate dictator that Rome had, putting the final nails in the Roman Republic. So I hope you guys like this video. I love making them. If you want more content like this, go to www.spartan1elite.com. Check out the forum and some of the cool stuff we have going on there. Thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.